Hello, welcome back to Breaking Out Technology in the Classroom. I am your host and teacher, Brady Bain. Today we are picking up where we've kind of been um, before, and we're picking up on talking about avatars, talking about why our identity, our digital identity matters in the real world. Up to this point, we've talked about how people represent themselves online through avatars and through profiles, and now we're shifting as to why this actually matters in the real world. Digital identity shapes how we see and interact with the world and others around us. And it's not just about what you post on Instagram or how your avatar looks in the game. It shapes how people see you and how companies treat you, or even how your information is used, whether it's safe or whether it is being used. I have a couple of quotes here from some very scholarly writers. Berg says that every post made on a social networking site contributes to the development of digital identity. And Dr. Lewis says, we live at the beginning of an era in which our digital identity is increasingly prominent. So take a look at this list. Almost everything that we do today, whether it's shopping, banking, applying for college, or even watching TV shows, it's tied to who we are digitally. And the reason why digital identity is very important and is vital in the 21st century is because there's been an increase of online transactions and commerce. People tailor content and recommendations based off of your individual preferences. And then also, digital identity gives access to services and resources. But for cybersecurity, digital identity helps to safeguard against data breaches. So your digital identity controls access to services, it helps companies personalize content, and it protects you from fraud and hacking. When people say that they got hacked, it's not just an annoying thing. It can affect your money, it could affect your grades, or your future job prospects, even. So, really, we want to be thinking about how this slide right here is about risk. When breaches happen, it's not normally because someone guessed your password correctly. It's because your digital identity was poorly protected somewhere in a system. Tofik Chibib says in his Digital Identity, a human-centered risk awareness study, says cybersecurity breaches have been at the forefront of most news outlets recently. People's digital identity has been at the epicenter of cybersecurity breaches, defining digital identity. Proper risk mitigation tools and the supporting guidance in standards and frameworks is key for risk mitigation. The quote here emphasizes that digital identity is now at the center of cybersecurity. That means that your name, your face, your passwords, your school logins, your email, it's all valuable currency online. Your identity is no longer proper private property. It is a target audience. Now, in this world, we have even scarier things than just being hacked. We have things such as deep fakes, which is an emergent type of threat falling under the greater and more pervasive umbrella of synthetic media, utilizing a form of artificial intelligence and machine learning to create believable, realistic videos, pictures, audio, and text of events which never even happened. Digital deepfakes take digital identity to a whole new level. This isn't just about someone stealing your password, what we had said before. It's someone using AI to create fake videos that look exactly like you. Imagine a video of you saying something offensive that you never said before, but it looks real. That can destroy reputations, friendships, or even careers before the truth could ever catch up. In today's world, we need to be aware of deep fakes, and we need to be aware of how to spot the false videos or text. It's not just deepfakes that we should be asking questions about. It's also our biometric data. So this slide asks the question, what happens when your body becomes your password? Biometric identification raises a number of ethical issues, says Anton Alterman from A Piece of Yourself, Ethical Issues in Biometric Identification. Raising a number of ethical issues, mostly centering on the concept of privacy. Here we must distinguish between two questions. One, does biometric identification raise the same issues regarding data privacy as other forms of personal identification? And two, are there any privacy issues specific to biometric IDs? Biometrics, these are fingerprints, facial recognition softwares, and voice recognition software. It feels safe because it's unique, but unlike if a password, you can't reset your face. If biometric data is stolen, it's stolen forever. And this is why it raises serious ethical questions and issues about privacy and control. In today's day and age, we need to really think about our privacy and our control. Thank you so much for today's lesson. These are my sources. I hope you have a beautiful day.